Hello everyone and welcome to the One Stop Co-op Shop. This is Colin and today we're going to start our playthrough of Dragonfire. We're going to do The Waste of Ancient Empire, the first story of the campaign in the base box. Currently, I'm totally overwhelmed and quite scared of all of these tokens that are out. I have 2, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8 tokens. And by 8, I actually mean 7. 2, 4, 6, plus 1 is 7. Plus 4 enemies. We're going to start off with Blaze being our first player. Let's look at how a turn gets resolved, and then we'll start play. We'll go ahead and move to start round. So the first thing we do is we reveal a dragon card. That's during the Dragonfire phase. However, we have that -1 on the deck because this encounter, fortunately, was nice enough to give us Dragonfire level -1. So we'll just remove that. No Dragonfire card this time. Then we'll do players' turns. And then if we can complete the scene, and there's a Dragonfire card out, that dragon card actually gets buried. It doesn't get placed in the discard pile. Here we have the phases for our turn. So we have our start turn effect. If there's any sort of effect we need to worry about, we do that. If we can move, which we can't because there's no locations out, we have to apply any location effects, apply any non-location encounter effects, and then we'll play our cards. We'll play all of our cards that we want to play. Other players can assist if available. Right now, no one has assist cards, so you don't have to worry about that. Then we have deal damage. So after you play all the cards, you'll deal all the damage that you want. Then you have to take all the amount of damage. Then you'll replenish your hand size. So if you have 3 or fewer cards in your hand, you'll draw 2 cards. And then finally, you can purchase cards from the marketplace, and those go directly into your hand. And then you'll end your turn. We're starting with Blaze here, and I think the first thing that we're going to do, we only have 2 cards in hand. One is a healing potion that does no damage. So we're just going to play this glory card and deal 1 damage to one of the tokens that's in front of us, just so we take a little less damage. So I'm going to place that there to show that I'm going to do that. If I wanted to play more cards, I could, and then at the end of doing that, then I would take all the damage and defeat any of the encounters, but the only one I'm defeating is this token. So this token is toast. This glory card goes to the discard pile. Then what we do, because we have finished our playing cards step, we are going to take damage. So we have this Dryad who's attacking for 1, plus that token that's attacking for 1. So we'll go from 8 health down to 6. Ouch. Okay, and then what we get to do is we get to draw 2 cards because our hand size is less than 4. So it's 3 or less. So we've got 2 cards here, and now what we can do is we can spend our 4 money to buy as many cards as we want. And I know the exact card I want to buy because the Magic Missile will be amazing. So the Magic Missile allows us to actually deal damage to 3 different encounters. We can do that. It'll actually do blue damage if we do it on our turn. But if we use it as an assist, it'll deal 3 colorless damage. That can destroy 3 of those stupid tokens. So yeah, I'm going to do that. That cost us 3 money. So I'm going to use, each of these are worth 2. You can see the 2s on there. I'm going to give myself 1 money back, take these 2, and we're going to flip a new card in the marketplace. So we can buy another Magic Missile. Sweet. We only have 1 money, so we can't buy that. But we would have that option next round. Now we'll move to Leia's turn. And here's the thing. Because we're all in the same location, we can all play cards and attack anybody that's out on the board. So what I'm going to do is use all 3 of my cards that I have here and defeat 3 tokens. I'm going to defeat the one in front of me and then the 2 in front of Felice. Okay, so that's all these 3 tokens are gone. Thank goodness. Then, because Blaze is in the same location as me, he's going to play his Magic Missile. His Magic Missile has the assist that he can deal up to 3 colorless damage to 3 different encounters. That will take care of the other 3 tokens that are out on the board. All tokens have now been destroyed. But we didn't take out any of the actual encounters. I'm still happy though. So that will end our playing cards phase. We'll discard these cards. Blaze will have to discard this card. And so he now only has 3 cards in his hand for his next turn. We are then going to get tanked by this Orc tank Tanaruk. Its abilities doesn't do anything yet because we don't have 7 or 10 cards in the Dragonfire discard pile, thank goodness. So we'll go down to 5 health. We'll then draw 2 cards. We know one is our potion, and then I have to shuffle. Our second card will be Grace. Ooh, that's nice. And then we also have 4 money. Let's see, what do I want to buy? I think Flaming Oil is just too good in this scenario. That's going to cost 3, so I'm going to pay all 4 to get 1 money back, and I'm going to grab Flaming Oil. The nice thing about Flaming Oil is you can deal damage to each encounter facing one player. Another great card to get rid of those blasted tokens. And we'll reveal our next market card, and we have, ooh, Flame Blade. That looks cool. Moving to Vin's turn, although she's got this null pack here that's going to hit her for 3 damage, we'd really like to get some money so people can buy stuff. So what we're going to do is we're actually going to attack the Dryad that's on Blaze. That does mean, though, if she doesn't take out those 2 tokens on her, she's going to take 3 damage, because each one of those tokens does 1. I'm going to take the risk. We can also do something kind of fun. We're going to play our color spray. So this one says a non-location encounter facing you must save. So even though we're going to deal this damage to the Dryad here, we're actually going to use this effect on the null pack. So the null pack is green. What we do is we reveal the top card of the deck that they came from, and we see if it's green. No, it is red. So because it's red, it states here, failure. This card must skip its next attack. Now, does that include tokens? I don't know. The tokens are on the card, and I think they're all a pack. So I would say yes. That means that the null pack cannot attack. You tell me if I'm wrong. I'm going to play that way, so hopefully I can survive longer. But okay, so we're doing 2 damage here. Now you can see there's 1 that's blue, so that would take care of this blue, and then we got 1 damage there. Then we're going to do 2, 3, 4. So that does the blue plus the 4 damage here, and then 1 here to do the 1 damage here, and we've just defeated the Dryad. Now you can do partial damage to these cards, but you can only do partial damage in levels. So I couldn't have done 3 damage to this 4 and left 1 there. You can't do that. You have to do a whole level at a time. So I just dealt 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, and you can see 1 plus 4 is 5, plus 1 is 6. That's how we know we defeated the Dryad. We're going to save our healing potion until we really need it in our hand, so let's keep that. The Dryad, so then what we do is we deal our damage, and the Dryad is killed. We get a total of 6 money. What you do is whoever's turn it is, we always start with that person to distribute money. So Vin will get 2 money, Felice will get 2 money, and then Blaze and Leia will each get 1 money, and that gets us to a total of 6. Normally, this null pack would get to attack, but because she played color spray, that doesn't happen. I had to shuffle our discard pile, and we'll draw 2 cards. Oh, nice. We did get a color spray. Vin only has 2 money, so in the marketplace phase, she's not able to purchase anything on the table. So then you have to cycle one of the cards on the table. So she's going to grab this Spirit Guardians. Although she loves it, her getting 10 money isn't going to happen. So we're going to discard that, and we're going to draw a new Dragonfire card to put in the market. And we have Perception. Okay, oh, this is great. This will be great for Felice. So I'll put this in the marketplace. Felice unfortunately has 2 cards. So on her turn, she's going to use 1 Grace to take out one of the tokens on the null pack. And then she'll use the Stealth here to deal 1 damage to this Displacer Beast. Now, normally you're supposed to use these to track down on the cards, kind of like you can see on her health. I'm not going to do that because normally I use sleeves, and then I don't have to worry about busting up the cards. But with recording, it's really hard to use sleeves. So what I'm just going to do is place a little token and cover up the spaces as we go. So we've dealt 1 damage. And you can see here the next level is 5 colorless, which is insane. That's really hard. And then just one blue, and then we'll defeat him. But he will deal 1 damage to Felice then. So Felice will go from 8 to 7 health. The nice thing is it's only 1 instead of, what was it going to be, 3 with those 2 tokens? We'll then go ahead and draw our 2 cards. We only have 2 cards remaining in our deck. We have a Glory and a Cantrip. And then we do have 7 money. Nothing amazing out in the marketplace for us. We're just going to spend 2 to get that Perception. Put that into our hand. Let's reveal the next card. We have a Bless. Ooh, that Bless is tempting because it's an assist. I think we're going to do it. We're going to spend 5, so we're going to spend 2, so we'll get 3 money back to grab ourselves a Bless. It's totally worth it because those Bless gives you the assist of any 1 color. And we have Twist the Knife. Oh, we don't have enough money. We only have 3 money. Okay, Twist the Knife is also a great card for her. It can actually do a level of damage, which could do a level on the Displacer Beast. Then he'd be super easy to defeat. I don't have enough money. Can I get more money? No, I need to purchase something that costs 6 or more to get money. That's my haggling. Okay, well, that will end this round. So we've all gone 1 round. We've defeated 1 encounter card. We still have 3 left, but we did defeat 7 tokens. I'm happy about that. Well, we got away with 1 round of no Dragonfire cards, but that's not going to last. We have to start this next round by revealing 1. And we have Fireball. A bright streak flashes from a pointed finger. unerring, unstoppable, pulsating with barely contained power, and with a growing roar it blossoms into an explosion of hellish flame. Way to go, Blaze. The arcane character chooses a character to take 2 damage. Deal 2 consecutive levels of damage to each encounter facing that character. Holy moly. Remember how I was talking about 5 damage for the Placer Beast was going to be a pain? 1, 2, that'll actually kill the Displacer Beast. Awesome. But then Felice is going to take 2 damage, and she's wondering why the heck did she say to bring Blaze along? Blaze goes, sorry, but totally worth it. We'll take this out. So I believe that this money actually gets placed out right now. So that means Blaze will get 2, everyone else will get 1, because this is a total of 5 money. I'm realizing I was zoomed out quite a bit, so I just want to show you. You can see here, this tells you how much money we get when an enemy is defeated. What happens now is this card stays on top of the Dragonfire deck, and if we can somehow defeat the Gnoll Pack and the Orc before we end this round, this card will get buried to the bottom of the Dragonfire deck, and we won't have any Adventure Level 2 cards come out for the next round. If we don't, this card will then go from the top of this deck to the discard pile and reveal our next one. So you can see the longer you take in this game, the harder it becomes, because the more Dragonfire cards in the discard pile, the more of those harder enemies that will come out. And not only that, you see that a lot of these cards have effects based upon the amount of Dragonfire cards that are in the discard pile. So if we can keep them out of the discard pile, we're doing well. For Blaze's turn, he has no enemies on him. All he's going to be able to do is play his Grace card here, and you can see it does 1 green damage. We're going to do that to our Orc here. This guy's terrible. Okay, so we're going to deal 1 damage there, and I don't think we can do anything else. Nope. Actually, that's not entirely true. We're going to have Felice, even though she just got shot by Blaze, she's going to play her Bless card. This Bless card will deal 1 damage of any color. So that's as its assist. If we played it just as a regular card, it deals 1 green damage. So that 1 of any color, we can hit the 1 Marshal that we need there. And that's so that when it's Leia's turn, she'll be able to do some damage to him. We're going to keep that potion in hand. We'll be able to use it. We're probably going to have to heal Leia because she's going to most likely get hit for 2 more damage. We'll draw 2 more cards because we had less than 4. And then we're going to spend the 3 money again to buy that second magic missile. They're just too good in this scenario. So I'm going to drop that. And let's see, we'll reveal our next card. And we have, are you serious? I did not stack this deck. Magic Missile apparently is showing up for this game. For Leia's turn, let's go ahead and start off with a Flaming Oil. We can deal Flaming Oil's damage to each encounter facing 1 player. That'll be great for later, but for now, that will do 1 Marshal, and then we're doing 1 point of damage there. This will do damage number 2. Then, what we're going to do is have Felice come in, because she is the assist queen, apparently. She's going to come in with her Perception. She doesn't get this top ability or this effect. She's just doing the assist for 1 of the damage of Stealth, so that's 3. And then what we're going to do is have Blaze come in with his Magic Missile. His Magic Missile assist will deal 1 colorless damage to up to 3 different encounters. Well, that will be the 4th damage for this one, so we'll be able to push this down 2 spots. And we'll be able to destroy this other token on the Gnoll Pack. Oh, no, we can't. We can't. That's not a colorless. That needs to be a green. Oh, is it still worth it? It's still worth it, because we're going to do the 4. We then just need to do the 5 damage to the Orc. It's a lot of resources to use, but I think we're going to have to do it. We'll then get hammered for 2 more points of damage. That's going to put us all the way down to 3. By the way, this is only the first scene, you guys. This is why I'm not sure we're going to last. We'll draw 2 new cards, and we have a Grace and a Stealth. We do have 3 money and a Javelin, which is great because the Javelin is actually better as an assist card. So we're going to do 2 cards. The Javelin will go into our hand. It also has this sword icon, which I'll explain in a second. We'll reveal a new card, and we have Grapple, which has another sword. Oh, if only we had 1 more gold. We could have discarded 1 card for 1 HP. No, that's not for gold. Now, what that sword symbol means is if we play 2 cards or 1 card with 2 sword symbols, we get to draw a card. And that's for every set of 2. So if I play 4 sword symbols, we get to draw 2 cards. It's just a nice way to help the martial characters to draw cards, because a lot of their cards are not about drawing. Moving to Vin's turn, the first thing she is going to do is use her healing potion. So she will lose this for the entire rest of the game. We're going to have to find it. I'm going to put it back into the deck. We're no longer going to have it, but that will heal Leia by 1, so she'll go to 4. She's then going to go ahead and play Color Spray again, and she's going to try and stop that null pack from attacking. So if they fail on this save, they will not attack. Oh, it's green. Bummer. So the null pack is green. That means they saved, so they will be able to attack her. Bummer, she's going to get hit for 2 damage. She's going to do 2 damage here to the orc. Then she's going to add her cantrip here for 3 damage. And then Leia's going to come in with the final blow, throwing her javelin / I'm just seeing it more as like a bow and arrow, shooting the orc for a total of 5. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. That takes out the orc. That's going to give us 10 gold. So that will go 3 for Vin and 3 for Felice, and then 2 for Blaze and 2 for Leia. Vin will take 2 damage here, so she'll go down to 4. She'll draw her 2 cards, a Grace and another Grace. And then I think we're going to purchase that Flame Blade. I really want the Cure Wounds, but I will have essentially enough money, very likely next round, so that costs 4 to get the Flame Blade. And we will draw and reveal our next one. Oh, we have a Commanding Presence. Lots of great ones for Leia. And unfortunately for Felice's turn, the only enemy left is that null pack, and we don't have anything that can touch that token. So I'm just going to take the discard pile, shuffle it up, and then we're going to draw 2 cards and purchase something. And you better believe we're purchasing Twist the Knife. So we'll draw 2. We get our potion, and we get Perception. Great. We are going to pay 5 for Twist the Knife. 2, 4, 5. Let's see what we reveal. We've got 2 money left. Ooh, dual wielding. No, we don't want that. Well, we couldn't do it. We couldn't defeat all of the enemies before we had to discard 1 Dragonfire card. That's not the end of the world. It's going to happen. Let's reveal the next one. A Master's Hand. Shadows writhe and stretch, bending and bleeding into another to form the gray silhouette of a malevolent being with eyes of fathomless black. It sweeps forth a misshapen arm, and dark energy runnels across the ground to every enemy still standing. Okay, so this is a continuous effect, and it states, when an encounter damages a character, the encounter heals a number of levels equal to its attack strength. Oh. And then if there were 6 or more cards in the discard pile, it'd heal all levels. So we only have 1, we're okay there, but yeah, we've got to kill that null pack, otherwise it's going to start healing itself. We have our obnoxious null pack left. We're moving to Blaze's turn. First thing he's going to do is play a Grace to get rid of the token. Then he's going to play 2 cantrips to do 2 of the damage that we need here, and Felice is going to play her assist here to do 1 of the stealth. That will get rid of the colorless 3 that we need here. We still have our healing potion. We'll draw 2 cards, and then you better believe you know what we're getting. Oh, we have another one. We're going to buy, with these 3, another magic missile. These tokens are not going to have a chance against us. We'll reveal our next card, and we have, expertise. That'll be great for Felice. It absolutely stinks to do this, but looking at our cards, we're going to have to. For Leia's turn, we're going to play Grace, which will deal the 1 damage here. Nobody has any of the Glory or Martial cards until we get to Felice's turn. And that would mean Vin would have an attack of this null pack, and it would heal. I don't want to deal with that. So instead, we're going to have Felice play her deal 1 level of damage. It'd be so great if she had that in her hand still. But she's got to use it. So we're going to use the Grace to do the 1 damage here from Leia, and then the Twist the Knife from Felice as an assist to deal 1 level and kill the null pack. That means that Leia will get 2 gold, Vin will get 2 gold, and Felice and Blaze will each get 1. Let's go ahead and have Leia end her turn. So the first thing she'll do is draw 2 cards because she has less than 4. And then she is going to spend, let's do the 4. She's going to spend 4 out of the 5 to get Command Presence. First of all, that card will let her draw a new card, and it lets her allow another player to draw a card and play a card. And it doesn't have to be an assist card, which is super cool. We will flip a new card, and we have Perception. Okay, so now we have ended our turn, and here's the thing. All enemies are defeated, so what we can do is we can take this Master's Hand card, that's our Dragonfire card, and we're going to bury it. We're going to put it at the bottom of the Dragonfire deck. Then we're going to do what's called a short rest. So we get to remove any exhausted tokens. No one became exhausted, thank goodness. We can heal 1 HP each character. Then we each get a chance to purchase a card. Now, if you don't purchase a card, unlike when it's during your turn, you have to cycle a card, you don't have to cycle a card in the marketplace. And then if there are advancements that apply, may now take effect. Leia will go from 4 to 5 health. Blaze will go up to 7 health. Vin will go up to 5 health, and Felice will go up to 6 health. We each can buy a card from the marketplace, so Leia can't buy anything, she only had 1 gold, but Vin can buy that Cure Wounds. She'll spend 3, and then we'll flip our next card. Oh, you got another Bless. Great. Vin will go ahead and spend 2 gold to buy a Perception, just because that assist is awesome, and the ability is actually quite good. And we get another dual wielding in the marketplace. Blaze only has 1 coin, so he's not going to purchase anything. So now we're going to move to Scene 2. Scene 2, we're going to reveal enemies equal to the characters plus 1. So we're going to reveal 5 characters. We have 1 card in the Dragonfire discard deck pile, so 1 of them will come from the adventure deck, and the remaining 4 will come from the Wilderness level 1 deck. Here's our 1 Adventure level 2 and our 4 of the Wilderness. So we'll reveal the first one, and we have Yaval, the City Watch Blade. So because this is black, this will go in front of Leia. So Leia's going to have 2 encounter cards, everyone else will have 1. So put that in front of Leia. That's a 2 damage again, man. Okay, then we will flip. We've got a Goblin Pack. It has 2 tokens. Each one has 2 health. And they deal 1 damage, so that'll be in front of Vin. I'll get those tokens. We have another Goblin Pack, and oops, sorry. This one will be for Blaze. Oh, okay. This one says the Hobgoblin Stronghold. Ooh, this is a location. First location, you guys. So that means he's now going to be in here instead of being in the main adventure environment. And it states trap. Players cannot move out of the trap location unless they succeed at a skill check. And a skill check is where you discard the top card of your deck. If that color of the card matches your class type, you succeed. So that you saw how that worked as an encounter save. It's kind of the same thing. So he's here. He can't move out of here unless he does that skill check. And that's going to deal 2 damage to him. So instead of placing that in front of him, I like to place that next to the adventure environment because other people can come in there and then help him defeat it if they want. Our final card, and this is going to be in front of Leia as well, is the Green Hag. Holy moly. It has a Vanquish ability. So that says, reveal the top Dragonfire card, you may bury it. So that's when we defeat it. It also has an escape, and this is the first Tripwire card. So you see how there's a Tripwire trait, is what it's called. Do you see that white line? When we deal damage past that white line, this effect will come into play. During the take damage phase, instead of attacking, it loses all damage and returns to the top of its encounter deck. So, interesting. What we have to do is deal the last 5 points of damage here all at one time. If we don't, all it's going to do is disappear from the board. We won't get the 7 money, and then we'll go on top of the encounter deck that we have to deal with it later. I mean, I guess it's not the end of the world, but... And this is also dealing 2 damage, and that's also in front of Leia. I'm a little worried about Leia. We also have to remember our tokens. At the beginning of Scene 2, after all the surprise effects have been resolved, we have to place tokens now that they only have 1 health still, but they attack for 2 instead of 1, in front of each player for each non-location encounter card facing them. So we're having 2 facing us here, which is why we have 2 tokens. And then if we have one that matches our color, for everyone that matches our color, we have to place another token. So we have a total of 3 tokens on Leia. We'll have 1 token on Vin because she has 1 non-location enemy. And we have 1 on Felice because she has 1 non-location enemy. And actually Blaze has none because he only has a location. He's currently in it. So I'm assuming that thematically these tokens aren't there. I don't really understand why, but it's not, which is good. Now we do have 3 tokens in front of us for Leia, so she does get to draw another card. Whoop-de-doo, 1 more point of damage, which I guess if nothing else, it can defeat one of those tokens. And like I said, those tokens deal 2 damage. So right now, Leia has 2, 4, 6, 8, 10 damage coming at her. So now what we're going to do is we're going to actually move to Vin's turn. But we don't have to reveal a Dragonfire card until Blaze's turn. So we get 2 free turns with no Dragonfire card. Super nice. Before we get going, I do want to talk a little bit about locations because I find them to be confusing and I hope I'm doing them right. You let me know if I'm not. So right now, Blaze is in this location. When it's his turn, he can, at the beginning of his turn, choose to move out of that location. But we always have to have 1 person in there. That also means that other people can take, at the beginning of their turn, move into that location. Now you might wonder why do you want to be in this location? It's going to attack you for 2 at the end of your turn. When it's your actual turn, any of the cards that you play can only affect the location that you're in. But if you're assisting, you can assist anyone that's in your location or in the regular adventure environment. If there are 2 people in 2 different locations, they cannot affect each other in any way. So for an example, it's Vin's turn now. If Vin wanted to do any of the damage to this location, she'd actually have to move in there at the beginning of her turn to do that. But she could, on someone else's turn, assist and do damage to this as long as she's in that adventure environment and not in another location. So the locations essentially split up your party a little bit. Your assists you can still use to help each other as long as we don't have two people in a different location. But the big thing is the cards that you play during your turn can only affect the location that you're at. And all of the enemies that are on you will always follow you to that location, or if you move out, they'll follow you out of that location. They're engaged with you. Just think they're chasing you down no matter where you go. Okay, I hope that helps explain the location. Let's now move to Vin's turn. With 2 magic missiles in Blaze's hand, we're going to start with that to kill 1, 2, 3, 4, 5 of those tokens, and we're going to deal 1 damage to the 2 health one of the goblin pack that is on Vin right now. So we're dealing 1 damage to it. We'll have to make sure Vin does a second point. So he's able to do that even though he's sitting in the hobgoblin stronghold because it's an assist action. If he had waited till his turn and dealt 3 damage, the 3 blue damage, he'd only be able to do that to enemies that are in his location. We have already done 1 point of damage to that token thanks to Blaze. We're going to go ahead and play Cure Wounds. Cure Wounds, we can heal any character for 1, so I'm going to heal Leia from 5 to 6. And then because we are of the Devotion class, we get 1 of the green damage, so that will take care of 1 of these tokens. We'll then go ahead and also play the Flaming Blade. Now, we can include this in the actual market deck because we have a Druid class, because Vin is a Druid class. And it says, during each of your subsequent turns, we get to deal, because we're Druid class, we get to deal 1 green damage and 1 neutral damage, and that will stay out. It stays in play for the rest of the scene. Great card to start off with. So we're right now dealing 1 green and 1 colorless. That will take out this token. And then this will remain in play until the end of scene 2. Our final 2 cards, we're going to use our 2 grace to get rid of 1 of the tokens on the goblin pack facing Felice. We just don't want her to take that much damage. Vin will then end her turn. She's only going to take 1 point of damage from this goblin pack because there's only 1 of them left. Unfortunately, we didn't have any martial attack. Otherwise, we could have maybe taken him out with 3 damage. But remember now, each turn, we're basically going to be able to do 1 devotion and 1 colorless damage around, which is great. We'll draw 2 cards. They're both stealth. We'll go ahead and discard. There's 2 dual wieldings out. Since we can't buy anything, we'll discard 1 of those. And we'll reveal an augury. That will go into the marketplace. For Felice's turn, she sees Blaze kind of like a dad. So seeing Blaze stuck in there, he already helped them take out a bunch of tokens. She's going to go ahead and jump into the Hobgoblin stronghold and try and help him out. We're going to see if we can do this. We will do 1 martial damage with our glory here. We'll do 1 damage here, and we get to actually do a skill check. So skill check, if we succeed, we get to take 1 gold from the common supply. So we'll grab our top card. If it's red, we succeed. Great. So we get a 2nd gold. We then are going to use our potion. This is a consume. 1 encounter must save. It says encounter. I believe we can do that for a location. Don't ask me how that's working, but we are. We're going to use this potion. The top card is red. Awesome. That is black. So that means it'll take 3 colorless damage. Now this is removed. For the rest, that we'll have to find a new potion. But that's 3. I was hoping that would be the case. And our 4th one is just our cantrip. We just destroyed the Hobgoblin stronghold. Everyone will evenly split out the 6 money. 2 to Felice, 2 to Blaze, 1 to Leia, and then 1 to Vin. She did end up using all of her cards though, and she did not do anything to this 2nd goblin token, so she just took 2 damage. She will draw 2 cards. She gets Grace and Stealth, and then we'll spend all 4 here for Expertise. Put that into our hand. We'll reveal a new market card. We have another Grapple. We're now going to move to Blaze's turn, which means we have to reveal a Dragonfire card, and we have Discombobulation. Oh, I love that word. In the thick of battle, when all minds are turned towards survival or escape, the trap is sprung. Disengage and swing wide. String, withdraw, and then form a circle again, leaving your enemies bewildered and off balance. Greater Dispel Magic. I don't honestly know what that means. I believe if we had any magic out, we would have to discard it from play. The Flame Blade is not considered magic. I don't believe. It doesn't say magic anywhere on there. It's not a magic item. So I'm going to leave that out. Please tell me if I'm wrong. All non-location encounters must save. Failure players may move to the encounter to face any character. Oh, cool. Fully resolve each save before moving to the next encounter. So we can move encounters around. That's cool, as long as they save. Or don't save. So I'm going to start with Yuval. He's black. He's going to be from the adventure deck. So I'm going to grab one card from there. It's green, so he failed. Where do I want to move him? I think I'll go ahead and move Yuval over to Felice, just because we'll have 4 people's turns before Yuval activates. We'll do the green hag. So it's going to grab from here. The green hag is blue, which is funny. Okay, green hag and he's blue. That's funny. I think I might leave the blue hag or the green hag where he is. I don't really want to move him. And then we'll do each goblin pack, starting with Vin's goblin pack. That fails. We could move that one as well. Let's move it to Felice. I think we should be able to kill it. So we'll move this goblin pack to Felice, and that'll just give us another round where Vin can help. And then the final goblin pack, the one that's on Felice, will actually save, so we can't move it anyways. For Blaze's turn, he has a whopping 1 card that he can use. He's going to use his cantrip to deal 1 point of damage to the green hag. Won't do anything for the escape because we're not past the white line there. And at least it's doing some damage, but not great. I mean, he only had 2 cards in hand. We'll then go ahead and draw 2 more. We've got Grace and Stealth, and he's got 3 money. What is he going to spend with 3 money? You know, it's too good to pass up on. He's got a Bless here. He'll pay the 2 to buy the Bless. And we'll put a new market card in there. We've got Faint. Oh, cool. This might be a little risky, but I think I'm going to try and take out this green hag. The first thing I'm going to do is I'm going to use my Strength. So we're going to consume this. And all of our basic martial cards, which we have 2 of them in our hand, will also give us +1 of just regular colorless damage. Okay, so that's out. We're going to go ahead and play Commanding Presence. Okay, so that's going to do 2 damage here. That's going to allow 1 player. So choose another player. We're going to choose Felice. That player draws 1 card and then immediately plays 1 card. So Felice is going to draw a Bless, which is awesome. And then she can play 1 card. She's going to go ahead and play just this Grace card, okay, because we're going to need a green damage over here to take him out. So this is dealing 2 damage here, so 1 for sure here, and then we're doing 1 damage that we need there. Then we'll play this, which will be 1 damage plus a colorless, so that's the 3 that we need there. We've got our green already here, so we'll play our blue to totally take out the green hag. We'll then go ahead and play this Glory, which will be considered 1 black and 1 colorless, and this Stealth that's in our hand to kill off this goblin pack. That will give us 5 money as well. That was a pretty awesome turn. We took out the green hag and the goblin pack. So that means Leia will get 2 money, Vin will get 2 money, Felice will get 1, and Blaze will get 1. And I'm close, but I'm actually wrong. Felice will also get 2. So 2, 2, 2 is 6, plus 1 is 7. And then for the goblin pack, you restart over the looting. So Leia will get 2 and everyone else will get 1. We'll go ahead and have Leia draw her cards. She doesn't take any damage. There's nobody there. I just had to shuffle her deck, and her second card is a Javelin. Then with all of our wonderful money, we'll go ahead and spend 2 to grab a grapple. We'll replace it with another card, and it is a spiritual weapon. Oh, that'll be great for Vin. We'll spend another 2 to get the other grapple here and put that into our hand. And oh, you know what? We played Commanding Presence. We should have drawn another card. So what I'm going to do is I'm going to draw it, and I'll just be able to use it next round. Okay, another Glory. Oh, look at all of this martial. We need to still replace that card that we just purchased, and it is a Faint. Oh, that's cool. Now, we would have to have played a Deception in order to purchase that. I don't think we did, so we've got 2 money left over. I think we'll keep it. Moving to Vin's turn, we only have the Goblin Pack and Yuval left. So the Goblin Pack will have that 1 token just taken out with the blade because that deals 2 damage. It sits out until the end of the scene. So now we only have just the regular Goblin Pack and Yuval. Leia's going to come in. She's going to use her Javelin here to do 1 damage here, and then we've got 1 colorless sitting around. Then what we'll do is we'll have, let's have Blaze. Blaze has a Bless here, so he'll use a Bless to do 1 level of damage, or not level, but just 1 colorless or any color damage. That's why I love Bless. It's deal 1 damage of any color, so it can be any color. So I'm going to make that black. So we've got one extra colorless damage going here. And then what we'll do is we'll have Vin use the 2 stealth that she has here to deal the 3 damage that we needed here. 2 damage there plus the 1 extra from the assist. I just love, look at this. Everybody's playing cards. It's so cool. Vin will then go ahead and draw 2 cards. She has nobody on her. So she drew a Grace and a Cantrip. She will then spend 2, 3, 4 to get that spiritual weapon, because that will be some assist that she has. We'll reveal a new card. We've got another feint. Wow, we got 3 feints out there. Last but not least, we're on Felice's turn. Let's see if we can take these both out. We're going to go ahead and have Vin play her spiritual weapon that she just purchased. That's going to do an assist. She can only do that because she's a devotion class. It says devotion class assist, 3 total damage, 1 being the green, but that doesn't matter. That does the 3 damage there. And we're going to go ahead and play stealth from here to do the 1 stealth damage we need. So we just took out Yval. Now we just need to get rid of the goblin pack. I'm hoping you guys are okay. I make one adjustment to make this work. I had Blaze play this Bless last time. I'm instead going to say that Felice, who also has a Bless, used her Bless instead of Blaze, because then Blaze can use his Bless now to deal 1 damage of any color as an assist. The reason why is because if we didn't, it's just a green damage, and that's not going to help Felice. That 1 of any color will deal the 1 damage that we need for the Goblin pack, and then she can play Expertise. Now, this states you can discard any card to return a deception card from your discard pile to your hand. Well, I don't have any, but the big thing is that's the 2 extra damage that we need to take out the Goblin pack. So we just took them all out, and we now don't have to put the Dragonfire card in the discard pile. So for our 3rd scene, we'll only have 1 Adventure 2 card. That's why I felt like it was worth retconning that. I hope that's okay. There's nothing new that happened, so it really wouldn't have affected anything. But yeah, that's why I wanted to do that. Each of these encounters are worth 5 money, so that means Felice is going to get 4 money. Everyone else will get 2. We'll then have Felice end her turn by drawing 2 cards. She has 2 basic stealth cards. And then let's go ahead and purchase a bunch of stuff. We'll spend 2 money to get a feint. Okay, then we'll reveal a new card. And we've got Cure Wounds. We'll spend another 2 money and get another feint. I mean, if nothing else, it's damage. And we'll reveal another card. We have Opportunity. Yeah, putting that right into our hand with this 2 money. And we'll draw a card. And we have a magic weapon. Cool. We're now doing our short rest, so everyone healed by 1. That means Felice is at 5, Blaze moved to 8, Leia moved to 7, and Vin moves to 5. Now we can all get 1 purchase that we can do, so I'm going to go ahead and have, I'm going to have Blaze go ahead and purchase Misty Step. It costs 4, 2, 3, 4. It's a great card for him, especially because he can find those magic missiles. And, oh, that looks cool. Tower Shield. Encounters facing you deal -1 damage this turn. That's 5. 2, 3, 4. No, Leia doesn't have enough money. Bummer. For Vin, because we're at the end of the scene, I believe we do have to discard Flame Blade, which is a bummer. But at least we got to use it twice. We have 3 money. Perfect for getting another Cure Wounds. And then it will also deal a damage. And we'll draw a new card. And we have Cloud of Daggers. And that, my friends, will end scene 2. So we've healed up, we've got bunches of cards, but now we're going to reveal a total of 6 enemies, throw a ton of tokens on the board. All of those are going to have 2 health now, and of course, Blaze doesn't have any of his magic missiles. So hopefully we can find them. Let's go ahead and start scene 3. We only have 1 card in the Dragonfire discard pile, so 1 will come from the Adventure deck, the other 5 will come from the Wilderness deck. Our first card is Philosopher Amakir, a Harper agent. Surprise. Draw 2 cards, then discard 1 card unless they're both devotion, in which case keep them both. Ooh, this is for Vin, because it's green. So Vin's first card is a devotion, then I have to shuffle her deck. Hold on. And we'll grab this card, and yes, it's devotion. I mean, it makes sense. She has the most devotion in her deck. She gets to keep them both. Okay, so this is on Vin. Then this one will go to Felice. Felice will have a Dryad. That has a surprise. It dispels magic. No one has magic out. Then we have, for Blaze, we have a Hobgoblin Iron Shadow. Okay, nothing crazy there. Then we have a Winter Wolf for Leia. And that has 3 tokens on it. Each one is a 1/1/1. Oh, actually, That happens after you hit. Oh, cool. So you do some damage to the Winter Wolf, and then it comes out and tokens show up. Oh, that's crazy cool. Then we will flip the next one. Oh, we have a Knoll Witherling. Oh, great. That's on Vin. That means she's going to get even more of those tokens. It has a surprise. Cycle 1 Devotion card in the market. Well, there's only one. There's the Augury. So I'll discard this. And let's grab a new one. And we have Hunter's Mark. I'll put that out. So this is also on Vin. Boy, she's got 4 damage coming at her. And finally, we have the Nilbog. Okay, no, this is... when he attacks for 0. Look at this, just all stealth. It's a goblin. Let's do our Dragonfire card next, and then we'll do the tokens. So this one gets buried. We'll flip the next one. Uneasy Pickings. A quiet step, the softest touch. A hard-won treasure slips your hold. All lost, forgot, or set aside. For all that glitters is not gold. The gold value of each defeated encounter decreases by 1 to a minimum of 0. And we do not have 4 Dragonfire, so Dragonfire cards in the discard pile, so we can ignore the second part. That's not terrible. Blaze will get 1 token that attacks for 2 and has 2 health. Leia will get 2 tokens, one because of just having 1 encounter card, and then another one because that encounter card matches her color. Vin is going to get hammered. 1, 2, 3, 4. 2 for this and 2 for this one, but she does get to draw a card because she has 3 or more tokens. Okay, she gets a Cure Wounds. Finally, Felice will also get 3 tokens, 2 for each one, plus the 1 because of the Nilbog being her color. And then I'm going to shuffle her deck. She gets to draw 1 card. She'll go ahead and grab the Twist the Knife. Ooh, nice card. Starting with Blaze, the first thing we're going to do is play our Misty Step. So this is going to deal 2 damage. 1 is going to be blue or arcane. I think I'm going to go ahead and just take out our token that's on us. I don't want to deal with 2 damage from that. We are then going to do discard up to 3 cards, then draw that number of cards. But since we're an arcane class, we can draw up to 3 cards first, then discard down to 3. Or discard 3 cards. So our 3 cards will be a Magic Missile, a Bless, and a Magic Missile. Wow. So I'm going to discard 3 cards. I think I'm going to discard... Yeah, I think that hand is great. I'm going to go ahead and discard the 3 that are in my hand now, and I'll keep these 3. All those cards are great cards to play as assists, so I'm instead just going to end my turn, take the 1 damage from this Hobgoblin, which isn't bad. He doesn't have any ability. I only have 3 cards in my hand, so I get to draw 2. I'll get Glory and a Cantrip. I only have 1 money, so I'm going to go ahead and discard this Cloud of Daggers. I don't think I'm going to buy that. And we'll go ahead and reveal another encounter card. We've got a Javelin. Oh, we need... Oh, man. Yes, and she has enough money. Leia will have enough money. She can buy that. Speaking of which, during Leia's turn, Blaze is going to go ahead and drop both Magic Missiles. That will deal 2 damage to each of the tokens that we're going to hit. We're going to hit 3 tokens. We're going to hit 2... No, we're going to hit all 3 tokens from Vin. Okay, so Vin has 3 tokens removed from the board. Thank goodness. I'm just going to get these out of the way. Then don't forget, these all have 2 health, and this Winter Wolf is attacking us for 2 damage. We're going to start off by playing Grapple. This card states, on your turn, you may move 1 encounter facing another player to face you. I'm going to go ahead and pull that Knoll Withering, and it's going to face us, okay? And sorry, that's attacking us for 2. But because we're the martial class, that encounter cannot attack you this turn. And that's dealing 1 damage. Then we're going to go ahead and play this card to deal 2 and get rid of this blasted token. Then what we're going to do is we're going to play another grapple card, and I think we're going to pull that Harper agent as well off of Vin. You know, we kind of like to protect Vin. That one is also not going to be able to attack us. That's 1 damage plus this glorious 2 to get rid of this token. We now have 3 enemies facing us, but only 1 is going to hit us for 2. So we're going to go down to 5. And then I really wanted to buy that Tower Shield, which would have been great. But I think the Javelin is better with the assist. And I got to remember I get to draw 2 cards, thank goodness. So we'll draw our 2. Oh, our Commanding Presence. So we'll spend the 2 money to grab a Javelin. And we'll reveal the top card. Come on, be something 2 cost. No, it's a 3. It's a Hex. Vin is going to go ahead and play these 2 Cure Wounds and help out Leia. Leia's going to heal to 2, so she's going to go to 7 total health, and she's going to deal 2 damage to one of the tokens facing Felice. So Felice has another token gone. She's still got 2 facing her. She'll then go ahead and play this spiritual weapon, followed by Grace. That's another total of 1, 2, 3, 4 damage. That will get rid of all of the tokens that are on Felice. We still have 1 token on us, and I think we're going to go ahead and take it out. We're going to play both of these cards for 2 damage to take out the final token. Huh, all tokens are gone, but we spent all the cards in our hand to do that. We have no money, so we'll go ahead and just draw 2 cards. Oh, our blade! Yes, and a Grace. We will discard this. Let's discard Confusion, and we'll draw a new one, and we've got Opportunity. For Felice's turn, the only thing we're going to do is play these 4 cards, 2 Stealth and 2 Feints. The Feints, we're not even going to worry about the abilities, because all we're doing is taking out Nilbog. At least it's an enemy to take out. We get 5 money. We'll get 2. Everyone else will get 1. And we have to remember that's actually not the case. We had -1 money, so we only got 1 from that. That's just because of the Dragonfire card. So we only got 2. We'll then take our point of damage from this Dryad, so we'll go down to 4. And then we'll draw 2 cards. Oh, yes. And let's go ahead and spend these 2 for an opportunity. And we will draw another card. We've got a Fireball. 10 money. Blaze only has 2. There's no way he's getting that, but that Fireball is amazing. We'll move to Blaze's turn, but that means we'll have to discard this card. We now have 2 Dragonfire cards in the discard pile. We have Kill the Wizard first! It's dangerous. The glow of magic wraps about you, and mostly it leaves a comforting warmth. Mostly. But there are days when that costs you, and there are villains who know to prey first upon those who reek of that knowledge and power. If the Dragonfire was 3+, move all non-location encounters to the arcane character. So we would have 1, 2, 3, 4. We'd have 5 that would go right onto Blaze. We're lucky. We only have 2 cards in the discard pile, so that doesn't happen. 5 would also have healing. Oh. So fortunately, that doesn't actually do anything. Thank goodness. Blaze does not have a great hand. What he does have is 2 damage. 1 from this Glory card and 1 from this cantrip. He has a Bless in his hand, but he preferred to keep it to be able to use it as an assist because it can be any color that we need. So that will deal 2 damage to this Winter Wolf, and that's all we're going to do. We'll take the 1 damage from this Hobgoblin. Now we're only down to 6. We're doing okay. Oh, we'll draw our 2 cards. We've got a Grace and another cantrip, and we'll spend these 2 to go ahead and purchase a magic weapon. And yeah, that's it. Oh yeah, we'll reveal a new card. We've got Confusion. Now, I had to look this one up on the FAQ, and I believe I'm going to do this right. This Winter Wolf, the moment we pass by that tripwire, even though it's during the damage step, those 3 tokens will appear. But I think I can still plan on doing all that damage that I need to defeat it, and that's what I'm going to do, hopefully. So we need, for Leia, we need to do 1 stealth damage to hit here, okay? Then what we're going to do is we're going to play Command Presence. Okay, and this is going to give us the 1 damage we have here, and then we have 1 colorless damage we can put anywhere we want. This allows us to choose 1 player. That player draws 1 card, then immediately plays 1 card. We're going to go ahead and choose Vin. So Vin will go ahead and draw 1 card. She gets just a basic Grace card, and then she's going to play her Flame Blade, because then we get 2 uses of this, because it'll be used during her turn. That will give her 1 green and 1 of just neutral or colorless damage. So she's going to play that. That gave us 3 total damage right there. And when I say 3 total damage that we can use for those 3 tokens. So when those 3 tokens come out, we're going to do the 1 damage here plus the 2 from the Flame Blade. So that's 3. Then we're going to have Felice play her Twist the Knife. When she plays Twist the Knife, she can deal 1 level of damage. That will deal the level of damage to that wolf, so we kill it. And I need to remember, because it's easy to forget, we get to draw another card because we played 2 sword icons, so we get a Grace card into our hand. With this, I think I'm going to end our turn, so we'll go ahead and deal all the damage we need to do to this Winter Wolf. That is 10 total money. Leia will get 3, Vin will get 3, Felice and Blaze will each get 2. We will, though, get hit for 4 blasted damage. 1, 2, 3, 4. That puts us down to 3 health. Okay, then what we'll do is we'll draw our cards. We get our just a basic Glory and a basic Grace. We then have 5 money, 2, 3, 4, 5, to grab our Tower Shield, which is awesome. That has an assist, and it has a great ability. And we will place out another Cure Wounds. That'll be great for Vin. Moving to Vin's turn, the first thing we're going to do is we're going to spend 1 gold that she has using her Hermit ability so she can draw 1 card. She's going to draw a Stealth. Okay, that's another card. Then what we'll do is we will use that Stealth plus a Grace to do the 2 colorless damage we need here. Then we've got our Flame Blade here that does 1 of the green and 1 colorless, and then we'll use our other Grace to defeat the Gnoll Withering. Okay, the Gnoll Withering is toast. Vin has no enemies that are on her, so we'll go ahead and flip this over. She'll get 2 money, everyone else will get 1. She's got a total of 5 money, so let's go ahead and use 3 to get the Cure Wounds into her hand. Oh, she gets to draw 2 cards. 1, 2. Oh, Color Spray, but no one's engaged with it, doesn't really matter. We'll reveal another Tower Shield. Okay, she's got 2, she only has 1 money left. That should not be the case. She had 5 money total, so she should have 2 money left, which she'll use those 2 to get a feint. Just because at this point at the end of the game, more damage is more damage. And we'll replace that with a Twist the Knife. For Felice's turn, first thing she's going to do is play her Perception. So that's going to do 1 red damage. I haven't decided yet what I'm going to do with this. We have a skill check. Take 1 gold from the supply if we can succeed. Come on, come on, come on. I really need that. Yes! Okay, that is red. That means we gain 1 gold, which will put us to a total of 4 coins. Awesome! Because then what we can do is Opportunity. You may buy 1 card from the marketplace and play it immediately. Yes, please. So I will grab 4, our total 4 money here, and purchase Dual Wielding. Dual Wielding costs 4. It just does 4 colorless damage. I can spend 1 money, which I don't have. You may split Dual Wielding's damage between any number of encounters. Yeah, I can't do that. So this is going to have to do 4 damage to 1 encounter, but that's totally fine by me, because with that exact play, we are going to take out this Hobgoblin. 4 straight damage, and 2 means that Hobgoblin is toast. Then what we're going to do is Blaze is going to go ahead and play his Bless card. And that's going to allow us to do any color damage to this Dryad. So we're going to deal 1 damage, the blue damage here. Then we're going to have Leia play her Javelin, which will do 2 damage. Plus, we've got 2 more from Felice here for a total of 4 damage. That will get us through our colorless here. I don't have this last damage. So the Dryad will still be around for the next round, but it should be easy to kill. First things first, we'll go ahead and grab our money. So Felice will get 2 money, everyone else will get 1. She'll then get hit from 4 down to 3 health because of this Dryad. She'll draw 2 cards, a Bless and a Glory. Oh, the Bless is nice. And I think I forgot to reveal another card in the marketplace. We only have 2 money. Is there anything in here that's worth 2 money? No. I'm going to go ahead and discard Confusion from here. Because we're not going to buy anything, and we'll place out another magic weapon. Before we move to Blaze's turn, we're going to have to discard this Dragonfire card, and let's reveal the next one, Frenzy. Your foes momentarily shimmer before your eyes. As the effect dissipates, you wonder if you're still seeing things. They appear taller and stronger, their eyes filled with the inhuman rage. Each humanoid encounter heals 1 level. The only one that we've done damage to that's still out is the Fae. The other one is a humanoid that Harper's agent. The attack strength of each humanoid encounter is increased by 1. So yeah, that Harper's agent now is going to attack for 3 on Leia. We don't have to deal with this one because we only have 3 cards in the discard pile. For Blaze's turn, we'll go ahead and start by dropping a Grace to deal 1 of those 2 green that we need. Then Felice is going to come in. I almost feel bad for this Harper agent. We'll go ahead and play a Bless to deal the 2 damage that we need here for the green damage. Then what we'll do is we'll play our magic weapon. So that does 2 of the 4 damage that we need here. And we can pay up to as much money as we want. So for every money that we spend, you may pay this cost multiple times in a turn, we deal +1 colorless damage. So I'm going to pay 2 money. So that's doing 1, 2 plus those 2 is the 4 that are here. And I think that's all that we're going to do on our turn. But we don't have anybody facing us. That's pretty good. We just need to do 3 damage here and then 1 stealth damage to the Dryad. Blaze has 2 money. We'll go ahead and draw the 2 cards. There's this 3rd magic missile. We'll spend the 2 money on, another magic weapon, because we have one. And then we'll go ahead and draw another card, and we've got a Hunter's Mark. We'll put that there. For Leah's turn, we have a Grace in our hand. to deal the damage here. We'll go ahead and play Tower Shield to do the 2 that we need here. And we get to draw a card. Come on, be red, be red, be red, be red. No, it's blue. Bummer. That's okay. But that means that Colossal Amakir is destroyed. So we'll gain 6 money. 2 for Leia, 2 for Vin, 1 for Felice, and 1 for Blaze. We have 3 cards in hand, so we'll draw 2. 1 is there. Oh, the Flaming Oil. That would have been great to have. And there's our second one, a Grapple. And let's see, 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. We've got 5. Not that it really matters. We'll grab the Tower Shield. And then let's go ahead and finish off this game with Vin. It's actually incredibly fortuitous. We decided to purchase Feint. Remember, we just purchased it to get more damage? Well, that's our only red damage. Oh, I guess we did have a regular stealth in our hand, so I mean, it would have been okay. But with the Feint, we'll take out the Dryad, and that is the last enemy on the board, so we have won the game. As the final body falls, its blood staining the ground dark, a long figure crashes its way through nearby brush and briars. Sword in hand, it staggers forward, rocking from side to side as if to chant only it can hear. Tired arms brandish weapons, fresh spells hover on lips, as Lord Tellum's son and heir all but falls into your arms. Mine, and make no mistake of it! His once rich clothing now hangs in tatters, and his face is drawn and haggard. If he slept in the past 3 days, it wasn't for long. In one hand, he grips what appears to be a simple iron flask. With his other, he slashes a sword in your direction, but there's no strength behind it. Doubt clouds his eyes for a moment, and then he lowers his blade. No, not bandits, no. Did he send you? Duchess Dragonfire? Or my father? Mine? Tell them... It's the last coherent sentence he forms, and dropping his sword in the battlefield's gore, he collapses. Gathered around the young noble, muscles still aching from the recent battle, there seems little you can do except to make camp and watch over him. The valley seems safe enough at the moment for a small fire and rest. Today, at least, your actions have made the difference, and tomorrow will take care of tomorrow. Still, the young lord's last words echoes in your head. Mine. And there you have it. That was Dragonfire. Boy, you guys, that was so much fun. You know, it's really hard to show on camera just how much fun it is to play those combos, because I have to think of them when I'm not on camera, and then I try and show you in the best manner possible. But that is all of the fun of this game, is determining, okay, I'm playing that assist card here. How many times did I have every character actually join in on the fight? Something that is so unique to this game, and I really appreciate that. You know, I used to think Aeon's End was my favorite deck builder co-op game. I think that Dragonfire is going to surpass this because of those assist cards, because of how tight the game plays, because of how quick the game plays. Even with 4 characters, this didn't take that long to play, and I feel like there's lots of tactical decisions. I love Aeon's End, but I feel like Aeon's End is all about just an engine builder. I'm just building my engine, you're building your engine. Oh, great, you get to do stuff, I get to do stuff. Here, so much of this game is, I'm going to buy this just so I can play this on your turn so that you can affect this, so that then I can play this on your turn and defeat the other guy, so then that guy doesn't attack you. Oh, so many amazing things. And then as we play, we're going to get different abilities, we're going to get different magic items. Yeah, I'm all over this game right now. I can't stop thinking about it. I just want to keep playing. I've heard that the campaign too is actually pretty fun. The scenarios get more and more different, because the one thing I will say is it does feel very similar. Like, that felt very similar to the dungeon crawl, except for those tokens, right? And yeah, the magic missiles, I didn't realize I had 3. Getting 3 of those really helped me. I think it made this seem not as difficult as it is. This is difficult. If you don't get lucky to find those magic missiles, I mean, you're going to have a harder time. You're going to spend more cards getting rid of those tokens. But even with that, I still had a challenge, and I still had a lot of fun. I hope this shows you guys that. Thank you all so much for watching. Who knows? I might want to come back for Chapter 2. Maybe we could do the campaign, but I'm going to have to do things off on the side to level my characters up, because from what I hear, I need to be at minimum at the level of the adventure itself. And yeah, well, we'll have to see. But my characters did get to level 2, so doing Adventure 2 wouldn't be a problem. But after Adventure 2, we'll have to see how it goes. Thank you so much for watching. I hope you enjoyed. I'll see you at the next stop.